Well, happy Monday. Another week, another time to start over again. People always make New Year's resolutions and you're like once a year where you can like restart. You can restart every second of every day. And here we have 7 more days. 6 more days till Christmas. We have 7 days, another new fresh set of days, another week to start to make a difference and do something different. So, you know who's making some change and doing something different? Japan. Japan's doing some different stuff. They're the normally pacifist country, unveils the biggest military buildup since World War II. So very interesting stuff here. You know, we're just going to touch on it quick. And there's a lot of stuff going on because there's a lot of conflict in the world, all because of the global unproductive class, the alphabet soup of agencies, the World Economic Forum, the World Health Organization, the UN, the Bank of International Settlements, and all the central banks, the Federal Reserve, ECB, Bank of Japan, all just disastrously driving us into oblivion. These incredible inflation-driven, debt-driven societies that we live in now, because they've de-linked everything from reality. So here we are in 4 years, 42 trillion national debt. So what is it now? Well, of course, you guys know what it is. $31.5 trillion almost. $100,000 per citizen. You are born, you owe almost $100,000 to the federal government immediately upon arrival to this beautiful earth we have. So welcome, and you're very welcome. And so we have a lot of crazy things going on right now in the world, and this is why we question everything, right? So we got a lot of different sources here saying the same thing, which, okay, it is what it is, threats arise. China is really getting people, because their demographics, because they are starting to crumble in many ways. You have Japan, people are getting nervous because they're like, oh my goodness, China is, they're starting to go on tilt, they're starting to wobble a little bit, they're just that top that's starting to slow down a little bit, and they're starting to wobble just a tiny bit. And the rates here in America going up and being up for a prolonged period of time are not helping any of these countries. So you have a lot of instability. And at the end of the day, we can't do a lot about this stuff, right? So I just want to make a quick video about, hey, let's start new, let's start fresh, let's get resilient, get independent. How do we do those things? Bitcoin, gold, silver, get your money, become your own central bank, remove yourself from the system, food, water, shelter, firearm security, and make sure that you are doing something differently, so that way you can be resilient and not be at the behest of these people, the bankers and the global elites, because they're the ones controlling much of this, and you don't have to be a part of that. That's something that's completely on your control, and most people think it isn't, and they just look to government, or they look to leaders and other people, quote unquote leaders, to do things for them. But that's not the case at all. We can do many of these things. Start gardening, little gardens. You need a little garden, go in this year, 10 by 10 garden, and not even that much. And you can do so much with even a little that you have. And if everyone started doing that, 1%, 5% of people, the impact that you would have in just the thought changing, and just the mental attitude would start changing, and you would start all of a sudden voting in different people, right? You'd start, instead of voting in people that are promising to give you things, you would vote out all those people, and then in turn would give you more freedom and more liberty, actually, to be wealthier and to do more and have less tax, less regulation, keep more of your money, not spend as much, not debase your money as much. You just start accumulating more and more wealth, and then you're able to go out and help more people and find your calling, find your passion, as you're not worried about how, I have too much month at the end of my money. So again, this is very real. This is going on right now, and we have to be weary of it and know that it's going on. So I appreciate you spending your time here and checking on what's going on here. And please let me know, like and subscribe if you like this and like to see more of this, and just kind of the current events and what we can do, what we can do, because there's always something we can do. As Bob Proctor says, there's in great crisis is great opportunity. So where is that great opportunity? What's good is bad, and what's bad is good. So what can be gleaned, what can we learn, and what can we improve on in bad things happening? We can always create more order going forward. So I appreciate you and your time and energy. It's the most important asset we have. It's the only finite asset we have besides Bitcoin. Bitcoin is time, and time is Bitcoin. The only two finite assets I know of. So please let me know if you know of any other finite assets that we have on this earth that are truly finite and can't find more of. So I appreciate you, and like and subscribe. Let me know if you have anything you're doing to prepare and get ready for what's coming, and just a lot of the chaos, the fourth turning that's coming. So please let me know in here in the comments what you are doing, and please share it with someone you think might need to hear this, and the things that are going on around the world. And we like to come in here at least once a day, obviously, and check alternative sources, check world sources, check different places around the internet, and we can get an eye on what's going on in the world around us. And again, there's some other things going on too, like you have ex-presidents being jailed in other countries. You have Bolsonaro, president in Brazil, or the ousted president, and he there's all kinds of protests going on there. There's protests going on, massive protests going on in China because of what's going on there and the lockdowns and the craziness that's going on there. This is very, very important stuff to see that the humans want freedom. They yearn for freedom at the end of the day. And when they are locked down and they are told, command and control economies, and you have a few people at the top trying to do everything for them, they start losing their minds. And we're starting to see that more and more, and that's only going to be bolstered by more and more information coming out, and people now with Bitcoin having their own money, having their own wealth and property in their own custody. And as more people pull their wealth off exchanges and into their own self-custody, the power that the globalists have dwindles very quickly. So I appreciate you. Thank you. Please like and subscribe to this, like I said, and share it with someone that you think needs to hear this, or maybe someone that would love to see this. Please share this with them and let us know what you would like to see. And if you don't like it, please dislike it and let us know how we can fix and change things in the future in the comments as well. We'll battle it out there. We look forward to seeing you on the next one.